The history of Kuwait is a long story of maritime trade, survival in a harsh environment, and strategic diplomacy. Though geographically small, Kuwait's position at the head of the Arabian Gulf made it a vital link between Mesopotamia, Arabia, Persia, and the Indian Ocean world. Across millennia, this location shaped Kuwait's economy, culture, and political outlook. Archaeological evidence indicates that nomadic and semi-settled communities lived in the region thousands of years ago. These early inhabitants depended on fishing, shell gathering, hunting, and seasonal movement between coast and desert. Kuwait's natural bay provided shelter for boats and easy access to marine resources, encouraging early maritime activity. Even at this stage, Kuwait was not isolated. Its coastline linked inland Mesopotamian societies with sea routes leading south toward Oman and east toward the Indus region. Kuwait formed part of the wider cultural and economic sphere of the Dilmun, one of the earliest known trading civilizations. The island of Failaka Island played a central role as a trading station and religious center. From this area, merchants exchanged copper from Oman, goods from Mesopotamia, and luxury items from the Indus Valley. Temples and administrative structures found on Failaka show organized governance and religious life. Kuwait's integration into long-distance trade during this era laid the foundation for its later mercantile identity. Following the conquests of Alexander the Great, Greek influence reached the Gulf. Failaka Island, known as Ikaros, became a Hellenistic settlement. Greek temples and inscriptions suggest that the island functioned as both a commercial and religious outpost. After the decline of Greek power, the region fell under the influence of Parthian and later Sasanian Persian spheres. Kuwait remained a peripheral but important maritime zone connecting land-based empires with sea routes. With the spread of Islam in the 7th century, Kuwait became part of the Islamic caliphates. The region was closely tied to Basra, one of the most important cities of the early Islamic world. Kuwaiti ports served merchants, pilgrims, and travelers moving between Arabia, Iraq, India, and East Africa. Islam shaped Kuwait's social values, tribal organization, legal traditions, and cultural identity. The population remained relatively small, but maritime trade and shipbuilding continued to define local life. From the 16th century onward, Kuwait fell nominally under the authority of the Ottoman Empire. In practice, Ottoman control was limited. Kuwait functioned largely as an autonomous port town governed by local leaders and merchant families. Its importance grew as a trading and transit center between Ottoman Iraq and Arabia. Kuwait also became a refuge for tribes and merchants seeking independence from stronger imperial control elsewhere in the Gulf. Modern Kuwait emerged in the early 1700s when the Bani Utub tribal confederation settled near Kuwait Bay. In 1756, the community selected the Al-Sabah family to lead, establishing a system of consensual rule that balanced tribal authority with merchant influence. Under the Al-Sabah dynasty, Kuwait prospered as a center of shipbuilding, pearl diving, and trade. Kuwaiti dhows traveled widely across the Gulf and Indian Ocean, connecting the city to India, East Africa, and the Red Sea. Pearling became the backbone of Kuwait's economy. Thousands of men participated in seasonal pearl diving expeditions, while merchants financed voyages and traded pearls globally. This created a tightly knit society based on cooperation, risk-sharing, and maritime skill. Despite prosperity, life was harsh. Economic cycles, disease, and environmental challenges demanded resilience, qualities that became central to Kuwaiti identity. To protect its autonomy from regional powers, Kuwait signed an agreement with Britain in 1899. While Britain managed foreign affairs, internal governance remained with the Al-Sabah rulers. This period saw the emergence of modern administration, education, and public institutions. However, the collapse of the pearling industry in the 1920s and 1930s caused severe economic hardship, pushing Kuwait to seek new sources of income. The discovery of oil in 1938 radically transformed Kuwait. After World War II, oil exports generated immense wealth, enabling rapid modernization. Kuwait invested heavily in welfare, education, healthcare, housing, and infrastructure. In 1961, Kuwait achieved full independence and adopted a constitution, establishing one of the most politically participatory systems in the Gulf region. In August 1990, Kuwait was invaded and occupied by Iraq. The occupation caused immense destruction, human suffering, and environmental damage. Kuwait's liberation in 1991, led by an international coalition, became a defining moment in national history. The experience reinforced Kuwait's commitment to sovereignty, diplomacy, and international cooperation. Today, Kuwait is a constitutional monarchy with an active parliament and a strong sense of national identity. While oil remains central to the economy, Kuwait faces challenges including economic diversification, population growth, and regional instability. Kuwait continues to balance tradition and modernity, preserving its maritime heritage, tribal values, and Islamic culture while engaging with globalization and technological change. Kuwait's history is not defined by size or empire, but by connectivity, adaptability, and resilience. From ancient trade networks and Greek outposts to purling fleets, oil wealth, invasion, and recovery, Kuwait has consistently turned geography into opportunity. Its past explains both its prosperity and its cautious, diplomacy-driven role in the modern Middle East.